China killed or imprisoned up to 20 CIA sources between 2010 and 2012, the New York Times is reporting. Whether the US intelligence agency was hacked or whether a spy helped to identify the individuals is unclear. At least a dozen people providing information to the CIA were killed by the Chinese, according to the report, dismantling a network that was years in the making. Officials told the paper that one source was shot in front of a government building in China, saying the aim was to send out a warning to others about working with Washington. The CIA has declined to comment on the contents of the article.
In a report, the New York Times quoted 10 American officials who described the intelligence breach as the worst in decades. The officials are unsure whether a mole within the CIA has leaked information to the Chinese or they themselves hacked into the data. China is known to have a strong intelligence system, making it hard for foreign agents to operate in the country. The New York Times says former U.S. President Barack Obama was critical of the sluggish flow of information from China. Investigative journalist Tony Gosling says that China and the U.S. are still at daggers drawn when it comes to spying, despite the economic links. But the question is why?
Well, the question has to be that the Chinese and the Americans are really still daggers drawn with each other when it comes to spying. Although there's a lot of economic links, you have to ask why this is. And of course, that's really because the US people are from the Tony Blair and Donald Rumsfeld school of Machiavellian government. So when you're starting to build up relations with them, really they're also preparing to stab you in the back. Now, this of course is quite normal in diplomatic affairs, but it does rather remind me of the embrace that Tony Blair gave to Colonel Gaddafi, whilst all the time he was plotting to overthrow him and take his oil and disrupt all of his plans to create his own gold-backed currency for Africa to challenge the IMF and the Western banking system. So if this story is embarrassing to the West, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? It takes nearly a decade for us to hear about it, and it says more than anything, it says about our mainstream media that they're simply not doing their job in telling the public what's going on.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And the video you've just seen is the revealing that the Chinese are killing CIA agents, or they're going to call them informants, all right, for spying in their country. And this is beautiful because this is goes to show that these nations are waking up, all right? China, Russia, North Korea, Syria, even in Europe, they're waking up to America's, okay, wicked bullshit, and it's being exposed to the four corners of the earth. Now, of course, what the gentleman just said, you know, the Chinese, they're trading with America, but they also got to watch their back because they know America likes to stab people in the back all the time. You see it over and over again, man. They did it to Gaddafi when under Obama. They did it to Saddam, all right? And this is how the American military, the American intelligence, all right, the American system operates, man. They'll work with you, and then when they don't need you anymore, they're stabbing you back. And China's seen this. That's why China killed you C.I.A. operatives, which is awesome, all right? So let's get into a scripture. First one to start out, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Right. And the Chinese see that, man. They see that you Americans, man, you talk all that nice, sweet stuff, but really, you're all about war, man. And they know that, and that's why they killed your CIA operatives, man. How do you like that, man? How do you like them apples, all right? His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right, and that's talk about all these nations, but of course this scripture is mainly for the white man. But that's what it is now, man. All these nations now have to adapt to you so-called white people, man. Because you so-called white people, man, you're the devil, man. You're deceitful. All right, you say nice things in their face, but behind their back, All right, you want to stab them in the back, kill them, man. And so the Chinese saw that, and the Chinese ended up, okay, all right, killing your CIA operatives. Okay, what you gonna do about that? How come your CNN and Fox News don't bring this out, huh? Because that goes to show you, man, your media, your mainstream media, is compromised. All right, they can't bring shit out like this. Only though, if they want to bring it out, they'll bring it out on the internet, because 9 times out of 10, you American sheep, you don't look up the information yourself. You rather see whatever the television tells you how to think. But let me read this article because it's beautiful. It says, killing C.I.A. informants, China crippled U.S. spying operations. Washington. The Chinese government systematically dismantled CIA spying operations in the country starting in 2010. So this is going back 2010. All right. So you can see how the Chinese, they're really playing with you Americans too. You see right there, you had the president of China go to Trump down here in Florida at Mar-a-Lago, right? All that smooth talk, but really they're playing covert operations, all right? And the Chinese are like, man, we're killing your people, man. You know this, we know this, but we're gonna make the world believe that we're out here trying to work things out, which is not, man. They got war in their heart. Let me continue on. Killing or imprisoning more than 12 sources over 2 years and crippling intelligence gathering there for years after. All right. So that goes to show you that America is being revealed, man. And so the Chinese don't trust America. All right. Russia doesn't trust America. So on and so forth. Current and former American officials described the intelligence breach as one of the worst in decades. It set off a scramble in Washington's intelligence and law enforcement agencies to contain the fallout, but investigators were bitterly divided over the cause. Some were convinced that a mole within the CIA had betrayed the United States. Hey, look at that, man. You even got CIA agents who've been trained by America saying, fuck America. You know what? I'm going to drop a dime on America, man. That goes to show you, man, you Americans, all right, there is no allegiance with y'all. You have no integrity, man. Okay? You're all about the dollar. And I guarantee if that was a mole, China paid that mole off very well. And so guess what? He said, yeah, all right, this is who's spying. This is who's watching you. Yeah, his name is so-and-so. You could kill them, blah, 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 but give me my money, all right? Others believe that Chinese had hacked the covert system the CIA used to communicate with its foreign sources. Whoa. If that's the case, then America, you're weak as an empire. You got the Chinese, okay, able to hack it to your foreign sources, okay? So either way, America, you're looking like a piece of shit. You're weak. You're not strong anymore, all right? Years later, that debate remains unresolved, right? Because do you honestly think that the CIA wants to come out and say, yeah, we've been compromised? No, all right? So you know what? Let's get another scripture. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. Right, let's talk about you, America, all right? There is no throne anymore. You're no longer a powerful nation. You're no longer, okay, a nation, an empire that can dictate to other nations what they can and cannot do. All right. Hence, for these articles, China is killing your little operatives, which is awesome, man. All right, because this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Why? Because he's gearing up all you nations for Third World War. All right. O doors of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind the mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Right. That's the Lord is saying, we're revealing who you are, America. All right. You're being exposed as a lying, deceitful piece of shit nation. And all the nations around the world are watching you. And they're seeing how much of a hypocritical nation you are, all right? And all your dirty secrets are being opened and being drawn out, man, all right? Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. That's right, man. And you're looking like a piece of shit. You're looking like, all right, a nation that can't be trusted. And guess what? China, Russia, Iran, Syria, they all see it. All right, even Europe. All right, that's why they have traveling warnings going on even in Europe. Okay, because of your deceitfulness, America. Okay, I will take vengeance and I'll meet thee as a man. Right, that's the Lord, who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right, he said he's going to take vengeance, man. He's not going to meet you as a man. Right, because when he returns, right, when the Most High, okay, tells his son Yahushua to return, man, he's not coming as a lamb anymore. He's coming as the lion, and he's going to rock you Americans, man, and the rest of you heathens out there, man. But this goes to show you he's stirring everything up, man. He's showing that the nations around the world don't trust America, man. All right? And that's the vengeance, because the scriptures say that the nukes are going to be shot into America, man, which is going to be beautiful. Verse 4, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, his name, which is Yahushua, all right, the Holy One of Israel. Right, the Holy One of Israel. Because guess what? The only Holy One, all right, is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Yahweh, who's the Father, but he's going to come in the name of his Son, who he told to walk the earth, man, all right? Because his Son, Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus, is going to be the one ruling, all right? The nation of Israel, all right? The King of Kings, Lord of Lords. He's going to be the one ruling, all right? And as well as his men that are putting his work. Lord willing, we part of it, the elect. But that goes to show you, man, like the Lord is revealing you simple Americans, and he's got this Chinese killing you motherfuckers, man, which is beautiful. All right? So let's get into another current events. Check this out. This is from RT News. The West is just double talk. Back to Psalms, man. All right? The book of Psalms, what I just read. Let's read it again. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Right. Double talk, man. This is the president of Philippines. I want more ties with Russia and China. All right. There you have it, man. So you even got the Philippines supposed to be allies with America saying, the hell with you Americans, man. I want to be allies with Russia and China. I want to buy their weapons. Let's see. Let's see what he said right here. Quote, I have nothing against America, U.S. Trump is my friend, but my foreign policy has shifted. I want to deal with China and Russia because in Western world, it's double talk, he said. Verse, quote, you treat me as if I'm your colony still. You must be kidding. We're an independent country. I want my country to be treated with dignity, he added. So there you go, man. And he's playing them them sly words too, just like you so-called white people. So basically, these nations are playing your game, man. Because you so-called white people, you don't have no integrity. So now these nations see that and say, yeah, we'll smile in your face. We'll say, yeah, you're my friend. But behind your back, they're like, I'll kill you. All right. And because you Americans, you do the same thing to them. So that's why it's so beautiful. All right. That he said that the West is just double talk. Okay. So let's get another scripture, man. Mark chapter 13, verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. All right. And that's the main point, man. You're seeing these nations rising against each other, man. You're seeing nations not trusting each other. You're seeing nations looking at America like you're the problem on the planet. It's time to destroy you. And they're getting ready, man. All right. Because America, you're going down. There is no recovery for you. All right. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows, right? Because it's going to get worse, man. All right. You haven't seen nothing yet. You think that terrorist attack, okay, in Manchester, UK, is over? Nah, there's going to be more of that. There's going to be more pain, more sorrow. All right. There's going to be nothing but drama in this land. So let me get another article, because this just came out. Bloomberg.com. South Korea fires warning shots at flying object from north. All right, so you're having South Korea and North Korea tensions rising, man. All right, as you see over there with Donald Trump bringing out all those ships. So you're seeing all these nations getting riled up for the grand finale, for the major war, World War III. All right, and let me get another one right here. Newsweek. New Cold War. Is Russia spying on U.S. from Nicaragua? Military compound? Right. You got the Russians spying from Nicaragua, okay, spying on you Americans, man. Okay, so guess what? The Russians are here. They're right close. They're near, all right? Just like you're over there with NATO on their borders, they're here too, man. Okay, covert operations, just like you see with China, okay, killing you Americans, man. All right, you C.I.A. operatives. So what you're seeing is the beginning of the end, all right? You're seeing all these nations getting ready to get at you Americans, man, all right? Let's get another article right here, then I'll close out. Russia steps up North Korea support to constrain U.S. You see that? This article came out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, recently. It came out, I think either yesterday or today. They usually have a date on here, but I'll just go ahead and read it. It says, despite efforts by United Nations to impose isolating sanctions on North Korea in response to the country's continued development of nuclear weapons and intercontinental ballistic missiles, trade between Russia and North Korea soared more than 85% in the first 4 months of the year. Right. Because the Russians are seeing, like, you're trying to compromise North Korea? We make business with North Korea. Citing Russian customs data, the Voice of America broadcaster has reported that bilateral trade climbed to 31.83 million in January-March quarter, with the vast majority being energy products going over the border into North, including 22 million more worth of coal, lignite with a value of around 4.7 million, and oil estimated at 1.2 million. In return, North Korea exports in Russia were estimated to be worth 420,000. Most significant exports were chemicals and, curiously, wind instruments. All right. So there you have it. You have the Rush. You're having what it is that Russia and China are playing good guy, bad guy. All right. So China's like, okay, we'll make it look like we're cool. All right, with the American objective to try to restrain North Korea, but Russia keep giving them supplies, keep giving them materials, okay, to keep them going, right? That's how you know China and Russia are so interlocked that you Americans cannot break them, all right? And that's why, like, once again, they're killing your C.I.A. operatives, all right? So so basically what it is that, all right, you Americans, okay, the Chinese and the Russians, they're playing you at your own game and they're winning, man, all right? They're playing you at your own game and they're winning. And it's beautiful, all right? Because you Americans got to go down, all right? You're a wicked empire, man. You can't be ruling anymore, all right? You got some clown Donald Trump he's just a funny guy, man, just to watch, man. It's just every day when he speaks, man, I laugh because you put that puppet there, man, and he's making your country look like, to the world, look like a bunch of fucking idiots. And it's beautiful, right? Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. That's plural, from the north country, right? Because who's going to start it? Russia, man. Russia's going to make sure that it brings China, Iran, North Korea, and as well as Europe, because Europe is going to turn on your back too. Don't get it twisted, man. Them Europeans are hot, all right? They're pissed off at you Americans, all right? And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Right, and let's talk about the intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right? And, of course, if you know from the Great Millstone, all right, we always talk about how Russia, China, Iran are going to nuke America, man. From sea to shining sea. The nukes are coming, and you're going to see it, man. So you Americans, man, y'all better get ready, all right? China's killing your C.I.A. operatives, all right? The C.I.A. is losing, all right? So, you know, your spy, your covert operations in China, Russia, that's coming to naught, all right? America, you're being exposed every day, and it's beautiful. Why? Because you got demons like this fucking guy, all right, who looks like a fucking retard and is a retard, and he's making your country look like a retard, all right? What the fuck is this shit, all right? Goes to show you that the elite are literally, okay, playing the hell out of you nations, man. And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, because the elite have to make sure this Third World War culminates. And, you know, Donald Trump is looking like the villain with his little villain partners, man. Because America has the bad guy in the Third World War. That's right. You Americans are the bad guys, all right? And this picture proves it. And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, because he's going to make sure that, okay, the nations attack America, all right? So if you want to get mad at anybody, man, all right, you better get mad at, if you're a heathen, get mad at the God of Israel, because he's stirring all these nations up, all right, to get into the final war. And that's Third World War. And if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child, man, by watching these videos, man, you should be waking up like, hey, damn, this is about to hit. Shit's about to go down. Let me get to know the God of Israel. Let me get back to my nationality. But if you don't want to, don't worry. You're going to die with the so-called white man, right, in America. If you're here in America, all right, or wherever you're at, because the Lord's bringing judgment on the whole planet, all right? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Once again, the Chinese are killing you Americans, all right? They're killing your little CIA operatives, and it's funny. So, yeah, man, let's do something about it, all right? With that, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there, pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Love you, brothers. Okay, keep up the faith. Keep enduring. We're almost out of here. As you can see from these articles, man, these nations are at each other's throats, and it's beautiful, man. Prophecies being fulfilled, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And with that, you know our slogan: 1, 2, 3, death to America. Shalom.